Lisa has always dreamed of experiencing different cultures through their cuisine. While she was growing up in a small Canadian town, she collected travel magazines and imagined tasting exotic dishes from around the world. This passion for culinary exploration is what brought her and Tom to this renowned restaurant tonight, where they're celebrating their third day in the vibrant coastal city. Tom glanced at his watch as they were being seated at their table. "We've been walking for nearly 5 hours today. I'm starving," he said with a smile, adjusting his red tie. He had been wearing his comfortable walking shoes all day, but had changed into more formal attire for dinner. "I know, but it was worth it," Lisa replied. "We've already visited so many amazing places. I've taken over 200 photos since we arrived." Lisa was wearing her favorite burgundy dress, which she had purchased specifically for special occasions during their travels. The gold bracelets on her wrist caught the warm light of the restaurant as she gestured enthusiastically about their day's adventures. The restaurant had an elegant atmosphere with artistic gold swirling patterns decorating the walls. Although the place was quite expensive, Tom had suggested they should treat themselves to at least one luxury meal during their trip. If they managed their budget carefully for the rest of the week, they would still have enough for all the activities they had planned. While they were examining the menu, a friendly waiter approached their table. His burgundy vest with gold embroidery matched the restaurant's sophisticated decor perfectly. "Good evening," he said warmly. "My name is Miguel, and I'll be serving you tonight. Have you dined with us before?" When they explained that they were tourists visiting the city for the first time, Miguel's eyes lit up. "In that case, you must try our chef's specialty. It's a local dish that has been perfected over generations." Lisa told him that they would love to taste authentic local cuisine, so Miguel recommended the restaurant's signature dish, a tender meat patty topped with local avocado and garnished with tropical fruit. "That sounds perfect," Tom said. "We've been hoping to experience the real flavors of your region." As Miguel walked away to place their order, Lisa noticed the beautiful white roses in the small vase between them. "These flowers smell amazing," she remarked. "I've noticed they use these white roses throughout the city. The tour guide mentioned yesterday that they're symbolic of the region." Tom nodded. "Speaking of the tour, remember when the guide was telling us about local dining customs? She said that if you really want to understand a culture, you should observe how they prepare and share food." While they were waiting for their meal, they discussed the places they had visited that day. The old market had been particularly fascinating, with its colorful stalls and friendly vendors. Lisa had been taking Spanish lessons for 6 months before their trip, which had proved useful when bargaining with the local merchants. "Your Spanish has improved so much," Tom commented. "The shopkeeper seemed impressed when you were negotiating the price of those handcrafted souvenirs." "Thanks," Lisa smiled. "Although I still have a lot to learn." When I was trying to ask about the ingredients in that street food we tried, the vendor looked completely confused until I showed him the translation app. Tom laughed at the memory. "That's all part of the adventure. If we knew everything already, traveling wouldn't be as exciting." When Miguel returned, he was carefully balancing 2 elegant plates. The presentation was artistic. The meat patty was perfectly cooked, topped with creamy avocado and a vibrant slice of kiwi, all arranged on stacked white plates. "Here you are," Miguel announced proudly. "Our chef's special creation. It combines traditional recipes with modern techniques." He placed the plates in front of them with practiced precision. Lisa quickly took out her phone to capture the beautiful arrangement before they started eating. Photography was another passion she had developed over years of traveling. "This looks amazing," she said sincerely. "Thank you, Miguel." "The pleasure is mine," Miguel responded. "I should mention that the avocados are locally grown and harvested just yesterday. The chef believes that fresh ingredients make all the difference." After Miguel had left to attend to other diners, Tom raised his glass of red wine. "To new experiences and delicious discoveries." Lisa clinked her glass against his. The rich burgundy color of the wine matched her dress perfectly. "And to many more adventures together," she added. As they began to taste the dish, Lisa closed her eyes to fully appreciate the flavors. "This is incredible," she said after her first bite. "You can really taste the freshness of the ingredients." They had been to many restaurants during their previous travels, but this particular dining experience felt special. The combination of the elegant setting, the attentive service for Miguel, and the exquisite food created a memory they would cherish. Between bites, they continued planning the remainder of their trip. If the museum is as impressive as everyone says, we should probably spend at least 3 hours there tomorrow, Tom suggested. That sounds good, Lisa agreed. And afterward, I'd like to visit that famous shopping district. The guidebook mentioned that they have unique crafts we won't find anywhere else. As they were finishing their meal, Miguel approached to check on their experience. How did you enjoy the food? He asked. It was absolutely delicious, Tom replied enthusiastically. One of the best meals we've had during our travels. Miguel seemed genuinely pleased with their response. He told them about the history of the dish and explained how the chef had learned the recipe from his grandmother but had added his own creative touches over the years. Before they left, Miguel offered some recommendations for other local attractions that weren't in the typical tourist guides. If you have time, he suggested, you should visit the small fishing village about 20 minutes from here. The seafood there is incredible, and the views of the ocean are breathtaking. Lisa thanked him for the suggestion and made a note in her travel journal. She had been documenting their journey meticulously, wanting to remember every detail of their experiences abroad. As they prepared to leave the restaurant, both Lisa and Tom felt satisfied not just by the excellent food, but by the cultural connection they had made. This dinner had become more than just a meal. It was a highlight of their vacation and a window into the heart of the place they were visiting.